Welcome back to the art of crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video, we are going to take a look at BNB and find out exactly what's going to be next for BNB. Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? And most importantly, the exact levels that you're going to want to pay attention to for BNB. If you want to find out about that, I want you to stick around to the end of this video. And just a heads up, if you haven't already followed me on Twitter at _ the art of crypto, this is where I'm sharing the latest market updates as well as free trading setups. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at _ the art of crypto. So let's dive into BNB, shall we? So right off the bat, let's understand a few things. So we simply go onto the weekly chart, and I'm just going to plot a couple of levels on the weekly chart, and these levels are simply going to be weekly lows. So for example, the two most weekly lows are, the two most recent weekly lows are going to be this one and this one. And as you can see, if we zoom back onto the daily chart, in this one move, we have broke through two weekly levels. So far, you could say that the order flow for BNB is towards the upside, which means you should be looking for longs. But here is the other thing that I'm looking at as well. This is what you would call a rising wedge pattern. And if you know anything about technical analysis, you know that rising wedges tend to break towards the downside about 68% of the time. And that is going to be an issue. If we simply bring up the VPVR indicator, I've gotten a lot of questions about what this indicator is and how do you get it. So basically, the VPVR, all you have to do is go onto indicators and strategies and search for something called visible range, okay? This is an indicator that you can only get if you buy TradingView Premium. So basically you have to sign up for a pro plan. And if you want $30 off of your TradingView subscription, make sure you head to the description and claim that offer. And for those of you who are thinking about whether or not to get a TradingView subscription, here's what I have to tell you. In trading, it's not like other careers where you need to spend a lot of money on different tools. For example, a photographer, you would need to spend exorbitant amounts on, a camera. But then in trading, this is literally the only tool you need, right? TradingView. This is the only tool you need to make money. So doesn't it make sense to, at least invest in the only tool that you're going to need? You don't even need like premium, although I would highly suggest it. Like even pro, it opens up so many opportunities. It's crazy, right? The most notable is going to be alerts. This is how I keep track of the markets, and this is how I prevent missing any moves in the markets. But I digress. Let's get back into the charts. So if we just bring on the VPVR indicator, if we zoom out to the daily chart, you can see that pretty much we have, this point of resistance up here, and we have this point of support about there. These are basically the high volume nodes that you're going to want to keep in track. So at the moment, you can see, if we just zoom in here, you can see that there is a lack of volume from this level at 317, where it's currently at, until about, 340, which means if we break above this level right now, there's a good chance that we go straight to $340. But if we break below this level, then it's going to be sort of a slow bleed until, about $265. So rising wedges tend to break towards the downside most of the time. But here is the saving grace. If it happens to break towards the upside, then the move tends to be very parabolic. So if we were to break above this rising wedge right now, I would assume that we go, straight to $400 or at least, $340. So this is what you're going to want to keep in mind. If we just draw a trend line from about this level or this level, it depends on how you want to look at it. For now, I'm going to draw it at this level because not only did we get rejected about three times, and, we found support here at this level previously. So I'm going to mark down this level. And if we just draw this trend line from here to here, you can see that, this is sort of like an ascending triangle. So if we draw it like this is an ascending triangle. And usually ascending triangles break to the upside 68% of the time. So what you're going to do, right? So this is the $1 million question that everyone wants to know. So what are the trades that you should be looking at for BNB? So first things first, buy the breakout of this ascending triangle. The way you do that is, as the price is breaking above this level, you want to look for volume, alright? You want to go onto a lower time frame such as the 15-minute and look for a volume spike, because without volume, a breakout isn't, valid. And a breakout by definition means that all the other traders are seeing the same thing as you are. So for instance, all the other traders are seeing this ascending triangle breakout as you are, and so they're choosing to get into the trade. Which means if you don't have volume confirmation, it means you're the only one who knows about this trade. So chances are, if you do buy the breakout, you're probably going to get faked out, right? The price is probably just going to drop back down. So as you can see, if we just take a look, at the 15-minute chart or the 30-minute chart, look, there's no volume from here up till about $340-ish. So if we break above this level right now, it's a straight, we're just going to fly. So just to illustrate this a little bit clearer, we go onto the 1 hourly chart and look at this, right? Pretty much we have no resistance until we reach about this point, right? That is a 4% gain. And right now, as we are recording this video, I am actually going to send this setup over to my private group. I will get into that later, but basically the only way that I'm going to pitch this private group is if you're serious about, trading or doing crypto for a living, and you just want to filter through the noise and get access and learn the things that work instead of messing around with random indicators and stuff that doesn't work, then that private Discord group is going to be for you. But we're not going to get into that right now. That will be for later. So that's going to be your first entry, which is to buy the breakout, with volume confirmation. The second entry is going to be a retest of this level. So basically, the price doesn't just move straight up. It tends to go, in waves. So a retest is basically just the price breaks out and it comes back down to this level to find support before ultimately moving up. So this is going to be your second entry. Now, the reason why both of these entries are very recommended, especially if you're a beginner, is because they're generally pretty safe. So for example, if you do buy the breakout, then, you can just set your stop loss, somewhere about 316, 315, or just below a swing low. In this case, that a breakout is supposed to, bring the price up. And if the price falls back down, then it's a fake out. So for both the breakout and the retest, you can just set your stop loss, right underneath that level, maybe about 315 or 316. So that is going to be entry number 1 and 2. And the second entry is actually, if you just take a look at this trend line, remember that thing I said about this looking like a rising wedge? So the way that you trade a rising wedge is you short the breakdown. So similar to a breakout where you buy the breakout or the retest, in the event of a breakdown, you short the breakdown or you short the bearish retest. So in this case, this is actually going to be a pretty brilliant trade. So if I can just get this volume profile to work, that would be brilliant. All right, so it's working now. So short the breakdown of this level at $310. But if there is going to be one thing that you are going to want to be careful, is that there is a lot of support in terms of volume below this level. So if the price were to break down, it's going to take a little bit to really push the price down. But at the end of the day, patterns are, they work to your advantage. If you get a pattern sort of trade, then you can go for it, you can take it. So don't be afraid to take it. As for your take profit targets for the bearish scenario, the first one is going to be right about here. The second one is going to be, if you just zoom out, the way I'm looking for these take profit targets is actually just identifying areas where the price really sort of bounced off of. So for example, if I go down to this level right here, you can see that the price found resistance multiple times, support here, and so this level is going to be pretty key level. And I would say in the middle of the road target is going to be this. So right now I'm literally giving you the exact levels that you should be paying attention to, which is 300, 291, 277 and 265. And you're going to want to short the breakdown of the $310 level, and you're going to want to buy the breakout of this level, or alternatively, you're going to want to look at this level. So if we just extend this line a little bit, you can see that, by the time, assuming that the price, comes up to here, by the time it breaks out, it should be breaking out of this level. And if you do get the break out, towards the upside of this rising wedge, remember when I say a rising wedge tends to break towards the downside 68% of the time. So if you get a break up of this rising wedge, the price is actually going to go pretty parabolic. So then if you buy the breakout of this level, which again, you're going to want to mark down, this is going to be your take profit targets. So about here, somewhere in the ballpark of here would be brilliant. And it's just going to fly. Like, it's actually just going to fly up till about here, right? Or maybe here. Now, this is not being, moon boy. This is not moon boy business. This is what the charts are telling me. And so I'm giving it to you based on the charts. So if you do get a break above this level, and if you break above this level as well at 380, the price is absolutely just going to fly to about $500, which is about a 30% trade. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. So these are going to be the levels that you're going to want to keep in mind for BNB. And so right now I have gave you the exact levels that you should be paying attention to. And if you can't even be bothered to mark down these levels on your own chart, there is nothing more that I can do for you. So make sure you do. And right before we get to discuss, what if BNB dumps, where should we buy BNB? Right before I get into that, let me just pitch this private Discord group a little bit, all right? In this private Discord group, we are literally calling profitable trading setups every single day. And every single day we are making absurd amounts of money. Like, just look at all these profits that we have managed to accumulate over the last 10 days. And I kid you not, there is proof in every single one of these, the time I called it and what happened, So we have had, many people in this group who have already paid back their membership in just, a couple of trades. But I'm not going to pitch this as, oh, come here, you're going to make money. I'm not going to pitch it like that. But the way that I'm going to pitch it is, if you're serious about doing trading or crypto for a career, then you're going to want to check out this private Discord group, because over here you're going to get access to a world-class trading education that will really ensure that you get started on the right track. Like, look at this guy. This guy started trading 3 months ago. He joined this group in 1 week and he's already learned more than the past 3 months. Now, which is why I say, if you're interested to just start crypto off on the right foot and just, stop losing money unnecessarily, running around like a headless chicken not knowing what to do, this group is going to be for you. So just consider it, alright? Right now, if you pay with crypto, you can get up to 40% off. And right now, monthly subscriptions are turned off because I want to be able to provide focused attention to every single member in the group. And I cannot do that if there are too many people. So until further notice, the monthly memberships are going to be closed. And I'm only accepting semi-annual members and above. So just head over to the link in the description to sign up. And for now, let's get back into BNB and discuss exactly where we should be buying BNB if it does fall below, right? If Bitcoin decides to dump to 20k tomorrow, what kind of a price are we supposed to look at to get BNB? And immediately, something that sticks out to me is that it is very unlikely that we're going to fall below this level. However, if we do fall below this level, at 200, actually, let me just remove everything first, otherwise it's going to get confusing. If you want to mark down these levels, just, go back in time, rewind a little bit, pause the video, and mark down those levels that I gave you. So in this case, if we fall below this level at 227, I kid you not, we are very likely going to drop straight down to about 134 with pit stops at $200 as well as $170-ish. Alright, and here's why. If we zoom in just a little bit, you can see that we pretty much have no volume right underneath this level, which means if the price were to break through, there is nothing that is going to hold BNB except for, some slight support at $200 and $170. So this is going to be your alternative entry, right? This is going to be your entry number 5. If you find BNB break below this level right here, you're going to want to take a short, and this is going to be your take profit targets. So here, as well as $140. I will call $140 the bottom for BNB. Feel free to fact check this, in a few weeks or a few months down the line. When BTC drops to 20k, I would expect BNB to be somewhere about $75, because again, if you fall below this level at about $140, there is not going to be any support from here until here. So this is going to be like your entry number 6 for a couple months down the line when BTC starts dropping to 20k. Now I know I have gave you guys a lot of levels that you either buy or you short or take profit targets for BNB. So right now I want to teach you guys how to use these levels. And basically speaking, no trader, like basically every trader that knows what they're doing, will never exit or enter their position in one lump sum, which means let's say I gave you 4 take profit targets for a short. If you remember, I said that if you broke below one of these levels, then you can go short. So how do you use these take profit levels? So firstly, do it this way. It's called dollar cost averaging, and basically it's what every trader does. So basically you're going to want to take 25% here, 25% here, and 50% the rest of your position here. This is just an example. Now the reason why you do that is so that you can secure your profits on the way down, because nobody knows exactly where is the bottom and nobody knows exactly where is the top, right? Let's say you're pumping and there's multiple TPs. So how do you determine where to TP? Basically, you just take it on the way up, because nobody knows where's the exact top, nobody knows where's the exact bottom. Now, I'm telling you right now that it's very likely that this level is going to be the exact bottom, but what if we get a bounce here? What if we get a bounce here, right? That's why you go in with a plan and you just take profit on the way down or on the way up. And this goes for buying as well. Like, again, you don't know that the price of BNB is going to come exactly to here. So what you do is, as the price is falling, you buy 25% of your, like, let's say your usual position is $1,000, you would buy, $250 here, $250 here, and $500 here. It's as simple as that. It is not rocket science, and this ensures that as the price goes down, you sort of average out your position and you get a pretty good price, because nobody knows exactly where's the bottom. So this is how you're going to want to use these levels. And I have gave you multiple levels. So you're going to want to go back in time, pause the video, and really mark those down, because I'm giving you literally stuff that I would give to my private group, and you're getting it for free here. So mark them down, alright? And if you've watched until this point right now, comment down in the comment section below levels, because I guarantee you that 75% of the people out there will not take the time to watch this video until this point, and the fact that you have means that you're already one step ahead of them. You already know what to look out for BNB for weeks to months to come, and you have taken the time to mark down those levels on your own chart. So I want you to congratulate yourself for watching this video until this point. Keep up the good work, and you're going to be successful really soon. It's just a matter of time. So with that said, if you're interested to start out crypto on the right track, you're going to want to join the private Discord group. Over here, I give really focused attention to every single person, and I try to ensure that everyone is successful. So if you're interested in that, you're going to want to head to the link in the description and sign up right now. I'm gonna see you in the private Discord group, yeah? For now, may the gains be with you, and peace, my friend.